So this video is long overdue, but I just want to spread the word that of this auto scam that's been going around. I think it's kind of fell off a little bit, but this year there was a really bad case of an auto scam that I'm going to go over, and I just want to put this video out so no one else falls for this. Unfortunately, I was a victim in this scam, and I know a couple people that were almost a victim in this scam, and I've seen videos of it online. And I just want to spread the word and make sure this does not happen to anyone else. I'm going to go over what the auto scam basically is in 2025 and how to avoid it. Let's get right into it. So first off, what is the auto scam? Now, this scam is a little bit interesting, and I think it's pretty new. I have not heard of it before this year. I sold a C5 Corvette in January of this year, and this is when it was really starting to be popular. This is when the auto scam was like sort of in its prime, I guess. It started, I guess, in late 2024, around November in 2024, and then carried over to this year, and a lot more occurrences of this auto scam started coming up this year. I haven't heard of many cases as of September 2025, but around January through April, this was a very big problem, not just in the area where I live, but in a lot of other areas. I guess this is a very popular thing this year. So basically, the auto scam is where these dudes will pull up. Usually there will be 4 or 5 of them. There is a big group of people that pull up, and basically they act like a buyer for your car. If you're selling a car on Craigslist or Marketplace, they will pull up, acting like a buyer, wanting to look at the car, test drive it, all that stuff. And basically, the reason why they bring more people, the more the merrier, is so one person can distract the seller, and the others will pour oil onto your engine without you even knowing. And then basically what oil does when it's poured into the engine, it'll start smoking. The car will start smoking on the test drive. And in my case, there was a reduced engine power message on my dash in my C5 Corvette. And basically, also the check engine light did come on as well. So this basically indicates that there is a big problem with the car, when in reality there isn't. So the scammers will then say, oh, well, it looks like the car needs extensive repairs. We can offer you blah, blah, blah. And they'll usually offer you a very, very low price. So in my case, we agreed on $8,000 for my C5 Corvette. And before this scam occurred, before they decided to fuck me over and pour oil onto my engine, I then sold the car for $2,000. Now, you're probably like, well, if you knew it was a scam, why did you sell it? At the time, I actually didn't know this auto scam existed. I actually just thought, well, I have terrible luck and my car just blew up on the test drive. I just thought it was a very bad luck occurrence, but it was an auto scam. And with my other car, my BMW 328i being down as well, if the C5 really was broken, I really would be in a terrible spot and have 2 cars that were down. So without a choice, I had to sell the car. I had to get rid of it. And to this day, it kind of pains me. I mean, I got the C6. I'm chilling now. But to this day, it kind of pains me. I took an $8,000 hit on that car. It just kind of sucks to lose that much money and be totally blindsided until a couple months later, I actually was going to buy another C5. So around March, I was going to buy another C5 Corvette. And this seller, he was some like rich guy, he seemed okay at the beginning. And then I was going to get all the financing stuff sorted out. I was getting my loans sorted. I was just waiting on the approval, and then I would have bought the car. We already agreed on a price. I already had a pre-purchase inspection done. Basically, the car was mine. And then this guy tries to sell it from underneath me. And with all luck, it was the auto scammers that tried to buy it from him. So, yeah, and the reason why I know this is because, coincidentally enough, I was in the town where this car was being sold, like the same day this happened. I see the car. It was like a Le Mans blue C5. I see the car driving on the freeway, and I see smoke coming out the back. And I was like, what's going on? Did this car just break or something and I'm about to buy it? And basically the seller hits me up and says he tried to sell it, and these guys came over and tried to scam him. And then at that moment, I was like, wait a minute, did I get scammed too? Now, this guy decided not to sell the car. He took it back. And then, so he eventually sold it later. But he got lucky and he decided to keep his car. But for those who get unlucky and they sell their car because they don't know about the scam, which is why I'm trying to spread the word, those who don't know about the scam, they sell your car, it kind of sucks. But basically, yeah, this guy almost got scammed. He nearly fell for it. But still, I decided not to buy the car. And yeah, I don't know. That's a different story. But basically, this kind of opened my eyes to like, wow, wait, so this happened to this guy too. It might have happened to me. And then I was thinking about like what correlates between my situation and this other guy's situation. I was going to buy his car. And basically the smoke coming out the exhaust, that's a pretty easy indicator. There's a pretty good similarity. And also check engine light as well. He did tell me the check engine light came on. And then out of instinct, I filed a crime report to the local sheriff. And I had to give all the info. I had to give the quote-unquote buyer's name, the scammer's name, and phone number that I had, even though it was definitely, the name was 100% fake, and the phone number was also probably fake as well. So these guys were using fake credentials, fake phone numbers, but I had to give the sheriffs what I had. I had to give them the info that I could, and I passed on the info, and the sheriff actually told me that this name was also on other reports. So it not only has happened to me, but in my town or my county, there has been several other occurrences. And the guy who I actually almost bought the C5 Corvette from, he was the reason why there is a lot of articles on this auto scam now. And it's kind of crazy, but honestly, it was kind of a good thing, it opened my eyes. Honestly, if I never found this car and this guy never tried to sell it from under me, I probably would have never thought about this auto scam, and I probably would have never knew it happened to me. So I'm kind of thankful for that. Basically, to avoid the scam is make sure when someone is a potential buyer, just be sure to, inspect them well, inspect their profile if it's on Marketplace. If it seems fake, it probably is. On Craigslist, you can't really do much, besides phone numbers and stuff. The second option would be meet at a public place. Do not bring them to your house. It would be a meet at a public place. In my situation, I was at a high school basketball game, and, well, it was still a public place, but I didn't really have anyone around me, so that was also another issue, is also bring people with you as well. Bring a couple friends, bring a couple family members, just for extra assurance, because you never know. And just, be aware as well. If you see more than like one or two people coming out of the vehicle that is coming to look at your car, I would start to be a little sketched out. Just, monitor them well, and just be sure your hood is closed. That's the biggest thing, is if they ask you questions about the car, close your hood, just so they can't get to it. And if they try to ask you to open it and they try to be weird about it, then just say you're not selling the car. That's what I would do. So I filed my crime report probably about, I want to say it's been about 5 to 6 months. It's been a while. And the sheriffs have still not caught these guys. It's insane. Apparently, a few of them have been caught, but I'm sure they're not the same ones that tried to scam me or successfully did scam me. There's probably a whole group of these people, and who knows what they do with the cars after they're bought. They either strip them for parts, or they probably ship them overseas. It's probably some sort of chop shop deal. I'm not too sure. I don't really want to get involved with it. It's a whole criminal, scummy thing anyway. It's fucking ridiculous. But I just hope I can spread the message to where no one falls victim to this auto scam, because it is terrible, and it is truly heartbreaking when you put a bunch of money into a car, and then sell it and then just get totally screwed over by some stupid scammers that have nothing better to do with their lives. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, that's going to conclude the video. I hope I can spread a word for everyone that is trying to sell a car. And moving forward, anyone trying to sell a car on Marketplace or Craigslist, just be very careful, be very cautious of the potential buyers that will come and buy your car. Now, I actually did sell my BMW 328i later this year, and the guy who bought it was really cool, and he was definitely not a scammer. He was 100% legit. So just be aware when you're selling a car. Just beware of the buyers and beware of the consequences, and I'm sure everything will be okay. But anyway, that's going to do it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And comment down below if you want more info on this auto scam. I'd be happy to talk about it. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Peace.